and Nilfgaard was banned. Okay, so how is the hand quality for MYAMON? We are watching MYAMON'S stream, so we cannot know the both sides as no observer for those. So found quite a few golds. Not sure how happy you should be. Learned so much from me. I'm not needed anymore. Your presence is required next weekend. As guys, you know, there are more tournaments. So it's a date of April 13-14 when we have top 8 qualies. So MYAMON definitely plans to win this round 1 by the looks of it. The Assimilate engine is getting buffed a little bit, and there is the zeal giving artifact. Which leads me to believe that yeah, this is not the end of the round yet. Ah, Tiny with an announcement. Thank you. I forgot it. And then it was time to cast already, so I probably need to reinvent the bot, sending Discord notifications. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, as well, it just sends notification automatically every time, and maybe I don't want the every time, but it's better than nothing. So we'll need to return the bot for Discord. Хлеб на кухне оставил. Ну, назад же не пойдешь. Это сейчас пока оденешься, соберешься, пока доберешься до кухни, уже турнир закончится. It's quite a commitment. Quite a commitment, considering that this was about to happen. I'm pretty sure Rus will struggle with winning the round. Where are Enslave mirrors? Well, let's just default into thinking that round 1 of the tournament will be like this, maybe even round 2, but starting from quarterfinals it will be hopefully Assimilate into Assimilate. I'm sad that we missed game number 1 in its fullness. That looked like a spicy one. Сам сходил, но лишь бы не делиться супом, короче, с Тайни. Не повезло. So enough. You can shuffle back one of the knights, but don't they feel the best together? So how is Assimilate winning from here? Bouncing city is one thing to do, I suppose. Rus is playing Enslave, right? So Torres is there. Дальше... Ну, Mystical сам стримит. Мы, по идее, MYAMON-то не смотрели. Пифич, по-моему, не подрубал. Так что дальше, наверное, можно было бы Карима, например, посмотреть. То, что не показывают. Так как все остальные сейчас сыграли, то смотрим MYAMON, чтобы просто не сидеть и самим вдруг не играть. Если случайно еще начнешь играть, проблематично. So no pressure, Karim, if we are watching your game next. We are at mercy of metal, of course. So what metals adds me to which match we are watching that one. Also, Lemon, if you are desiring to join, you're always welcome here. So yeah, we see Taurus immediately, but the Taurus isn't for first form, so yeah, that couldn't be done here with the false city bounce. I would assume that Rus knew that and is just playing for the reach, for the value. I kinda talked about it, and after seeing Taurus, got triggered immediately. But yeah, the false city is safe. From Taurus, as it's still in first form. MYAMON will definitely show us what was copied. Will those cards reach Rus's hand is a question. So Defender always at fault getting a status. Noticed Maya is playing naked cultists. Well, as we discussed a little bit, not sure how many heat waves we'll see, but definitely somebody in starting from next round will have some heat waves added here and there. Also against Nilfgaard, how reliant can you be on the record combo anyway? Just a joust. Assassination lock. I should be able to join in 15 minutes. Well, yeah, maybe by the round 2 after. I'm not sure how much of a break we'll have there, but I wouldn't mind, and you can just tune in and tune out at your own convenience. So yeah, full city, 19-point engine, pretty good. Your opponent is not playing Vilgefortz as well. Pretty good, I'd say. How much in trouble is Rus at the moment? Like maybe Torres on Vilgefortz would have been quite decent. This also is questionable in terms of Vilgefortz value. Вообще нет Вилли, да? Он Торреса, может быть, пытался еще найти. У него там Анна лежит с Феркартом, так что тяжело. And MYAMON decides to grab Golden Necker here as well. Rus is getting 4P tactic most likely, although he got the lock as well with Torres, so that might have been a pickup as well at 4 provisions. So Fisher King is being played by MYAMON in this deck. If he wants to go Golden Necker now, he can set up the artifact, as he still has Arcane Tome, for example, in addition to the Petri's Filter. Can set up the unit as well. Так что да, король рыбак может и в этом раунде улететь, но может и позже. Is this an attempt to find the Bratans? So, or what? Yeah, Bratans goes back. Rus has Anna in hand, right? After Calvit round 1, so that full city might be bringing a couple of extra points to him after the leader. And so far he has no problems, if I'm not mistaken, with setting up. Oh, getting the Enslave value as well. Yeah, a couple of 6-5 power units. But MYAMON decides that before full city flips, he's fine. He got Torres out as one, a couple of Assimilate engines, that is. Best streamers on stream. Boo! Boo! No. Best viewers on this channel. What do you mean? Annabelle, god damn it. You bots are stupid. So that's a leader charge on... Oh, yeah. Not the leader charge. This is the leader. Be used as well. So Torres travels into round 3, or not Torres, Artaud travels into round 3. What else? Bratens is somewhere unsorted. Best viewers on Karim, not on MYAMON'S channel now. Wherever Mato is,
Look
there
at what
are
the
the
cat
best
dragged
viewers. Hey, yo, Pio. Так, на третий раунд у Миамона король-рыбак, в принципе, нас подстраивает ему колоду, как он захочет. Юнит или артефакт. Видимо, юнит. Ads? God damn it. Not even like a subscribe, just a portion of ads. Ну, досмотрим. Тут как бы что еще делать-то? Ah, look, a defender. Where? Where are the drops? Bot? Hello? Weird. No drops for you. No drops for this tournament, anyway. It was funny though for the open. Somebody in chat writing that. Where are the drops? There are no drops. Oh, bot woke up. Oh, you can even claim. What an old command you dug out, Art. Assimilate, meet a defender. To get through defender, you'll need to... I don't know, that's 11 points you'll need to get through. Is there a purify? No, this is just a double defender from Rus. And he also is not playing the newly buffed purify. So this is double defender. Artaud has a defender as well. MYAMON can Vilgefort's one of them.
But you look to be an honest man.
Hey, you're honest
Help
man.
us. Drive away the hooligans.
So Guillaume as a guaranteed unit. I don't think Rus can manipulate the top decks. And this is a dead defender actually. Like, does sun start to shine on Rus's side? With the triple defender approach once again. Like, there is nothing to yoink. If the gold unit is in front of you. Unless, wait. Wait. Is there enough control or you can just float the MOPs? There will be anyway nothing to yoink as you are out of your buff opponent side of the board. So MLPs are non-influential here anyway. Interesting fur card. Пошли play. All tactics go to the bottom of the deck when you cultivate. If you are forced. But what the fuck? Didn't he like play cool? What? How did he pick up the... Eh? Like, MYAMON played Matter last round, so Rus just slapped on his fur card. No reason not to play it with the special. Yep, a look. But no need to look when your highest bronze is a 6. Maybe a 7? No, wait, 6. So clothes are taught into what was marked? The lock and Fall City. Fall City is a bit of a miss. It's still MYAMON'S game. With the leader assistance to Wilgefortz, yeah. Just not enough good pickups. Bricked fair card, but he wasn't bricked. I still don't get that. All SY1 when people decide that SY is a playable faction and not spam everywhere. That when people are taking a Syndicate to 2650 in 50 games, not spamming everywhere that Syndicate is at that faction, then we can have Syndicate fun. But it depends. We had Golden Acre only, we had the Nilfgaard only, so you guys need to send money to Metal and any pleasantries for your investments. No promises though. Read the fine print.
Can we invest in the Maddock only tournament?
Maddock? Only tournament? Not after the latest patch. No, Maddock allowed. Metal, what game are we watching from the next round? We've seen Pifich in round 1, right? That was a fast affair. Then we watched Karimski. Well, MYAMON is streaming his own game, so we are watching them, but we can cover something else. So that leaves us with Killed by a Killer. Karim,
Okay.
David.
Defender, 4P lock and Vogelforts were copied by that Torres. Defender can be quite annoying here, actually, right? How can MYAMON get through a defender? Has to be with the Vogelforts, correct?
Yeah, MYAMON actually in the previous round also had been in a position where his own defenders were letting him down.
Yeah. No. I think there is an alternate route where you can use the Sangreal to purify the defender. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I hate Torres. Well, we don't know his feelings about any of us, but yeah, the draw problem is always an issue with Torres.
Yeah.
Okay, so False City was assassinated, but this was the inside job. And this time around, MYAMON was trying to plant a new Empress in Firesnail's kingdom, but Firesnail was having none of it. Instantly assassinated.
Very well could have been a win on even if the Sangreal was used onto that False City, but not to be. And it will be. Actually, what does MYAMON is just slam the Golden Echo.
No, the matter is not drawing anything useful at the moment, like anything controlled.
That's a real box. Yep.
So, is there a coup in Firesnail's hand? We didn't see coup yet, right? So,
Don't think so.
so yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's Assassination, False City, and one other card in that graveyard. Whatever was killed by the Wilberforts, I guess. Yes, yeah, no coup.
Yeah, not sure if MYAMON really wanted to get that Wilberforts out. No, maybe. If you, especially if you are not catching your opponent with the absence of... and it doesn't matter. They get our torch into that anyway, so... We must go taller on on Sirinova. False City Nova, yeah, that's the... I should copyright that. False City Nova is what, City Dash or something. Okay, so since one Petri filter was out, MYAMON decides to make a swap. There goes Firesnail's own Wilgefortz. And now you can also swap back in a turn, unless the thing is locked. But yeah, with this deck, with the machines, there are so many like lines to consider. Enslave, well, it does depend on Taurus roll and on occasional Diplo. But if you are MYAMON at the moment, yeah, you can Mata and try to get something, but you don't know what. Asaya would have been nice to have, I suppose. You have Sangreal, what are you even doing with it?
Not much in this round, I think.
The locks, both locks are, oh, like one lock is out, the second from Artorios is gone as well. The hunters can lock all units range. Yeah, it just look a unit. Sangreal still works well with that Torturer. And Puppet Master. Eh, does it? As in the Sangreal purifies. And if you're flipping, the status is still there.
I was thinking this Golden Echo wouldn't be very good, but yeah, no, Tome is gone, but you can shuffle the Petri's Filter back into the deck and still get Golden Echo shenanigans, assuming you actually draw into it. But yeah, with the matter, that is guaranteed.
Yeah, this is so 2023 MYAMON playing Golden Echo round 1. And going for another one. And some might call it potential Masters winning play. Masters winning line. So let's see what he decides to do in round 2. And as before, we see that he's quite confident in this deck and takes it into the round 3. Not scared of Assimilate whatsoever. It doesn't have Full City this time around, but also same old story about Taurus being a card, but Taurus was out. Also, yeah, what a nice passing card. Bratton's just getting slammed in round 2. Кстати, 5 сабок подарили. А, не прошло. 50 отжиманий, но между играми. Okay, we need to do 50 push-ups. I'm not sure how though. But good call, Mitrofa. I guess Lemon can do them for me.
I didn't realize I was signing up for this.
Yeah. Unlucky. Make it 60. Yeah, it is 60. I'm doing my part. No, you ain't. Eating cake, drinking coffee, yeah. Okay, so 10 card round 3, and there is the defender that we talked about. Vilgefortz is gone. Sangreal is a line. But then there is Artot still. So, yeah.
Actually, Guillaume can be an answer as well if you get the grace to work.
Yeah, true, but there we go. The line called by Lemon early on. There we have the offensive Purify. Uah! So good.
That's does not feel great for MYAMON'S, imagine.
Well, he gets some points
That's
back,
like,
right?
How?
I don't know.
On the Guillaume?
Something.
It's
Guillaume.
not. But if you use the Guillaume on that, you're not using it on like a bronze to boost up. But yeah, it's not even like you can purify a look if you like. Like you can't even steal. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just sit back and watch the fireworks unfold.
Or fireworks or fire snails. Not sure.
It's not an intentional setup, but very well done.
На следующей неделе будет лига с тематическими условиями на преданных колодах. Okay, so we got information from Mitrafan, who was organizing league. Anyone can participate in the league, by the way. Ask for a link if you are hesitant or interested. But they also might have some restrictions. So before 5 weeks we had the league with open lists, anything goes, but maybe some restrictions will come, which makes it well, some people love it, some hate it. When there, I think Sinchen Lion was on the previous tournament mentioning that he doesn't like it, but we have enough competition going around with the same conditions of like open lists that having some restrictions is actually quite a change of pace. Why subscriber badge a snail? See, you are sweet summer child. You haven't been on this channel when I had pet snails instead on the webcam instead of myself. Those are still but alive, but in another town, so no pet snails for me anymore.
Still set up a webcam, just have it set up like across the houses or whatever.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we did see the Vilgefortz shuffled back into the deck here for MYAMON.
Yeah, makes sense.
Meta pulling the Golden Necker, currently a 50-50 on whether the Guillaume or the Vilgefortz is pulled with the Fisher King. Oh, sorry, with the Golden Necker.
Yeah, but...
Can use Fisher King to sort of set up one of them coming first, and then the other can be played through the Palmer and protecting.
Wait, it makes a Guillaume status going better now.
Definitely. Although you could also
shield.
just pop the shield with a Stefan or something.
That's the problem, that you cannot rely on it. And you still have to like deal with the second defender, but with Vilgefortz addition to the deck, that becomes less of an issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Guillaume would have defender status, which would mean that, any opposing toll punish would have to go through that Guillaume.
He boosted his tallest unit. His tallest unit is at minus 14. At that moment was at minus 14 power from the current value, thanks to the infusion. So it kind of wasn't.
It's minus. It's basically minus 8 damage whenever the pass goes through when you account for the armor.
Oh yeah, not 18.
I mean, of course, if there's a shield in the way, that wouldn't matter. It's 6. Yes, and
but yeah, knowing that Vilgefortz traveled back into the deck, that is so-so. But the more I'm more interested in the potential. Guillaume lines taken, but here we go, second defender. You have to deal with that before getting anywhere. Have it is support and fire. Look at Karim being like so wholesome on his streams and in chats, and now just rooting against rooting against people just to get an easier bracket path to the final potentially. A side of Karim we didn't know existed.
This is just called competitive drive, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, so Vilgefortz is a more reliable way of answering
It's
the
gonna be
defender.
Vilg get through the defender, and then maybe some kind of Milton Guillaume shenanigans to get through that defender.
Yeah, it's very important not to get milled when you
Early
are going
stuff.
for the Milton. Yeah, early Stefan, MOP, but yeah, look at Fire Snail just going for the golds only plays. No bronzes allowed.
Note that there is a Master of Puppets in Fire Snail's graveyard, so this illusionist would be online at 1 power, and there is a Petrie's filter coming down right now, so that would give Zealth later on.
And there is a
There
bronze.
only 1 power spy is found. Ooh, actually,
Okay, the shield is
getting
popped.
rid of the shield. Interesting. Maybe just going to Guillaume on like the Vigo or something. There's no real toll punish remaining.
Yeah, the potentially interesting line is... oh well, it's not that interesting. It never was.
Wait, actually, it wouldn't make any sense to steal
Yeah.
the statuses. In a negative.
Nah, but
There was even a defender
it's not.
anymore.
It's not the part of the deploy. For some reason, I thought that you are using it on the unit and you are yoinking the statuses. But yeah, never mind.
For some reason, I thought there was like still a defender
It
on
makes
even though-
sense, okay? If you don't think about stuff, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't think about stuff. That's how I like to play Gwent. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just like I don't know. What is MYAMON? What is MYAMON getting here? What's the
Okay, cool.
win condition?
Win condition is you can go all in on the Milton Guillaume.
Six power units protected by defender. So YSNL's leader became a bit worse. For now, Wincon is yoing the emissary. How big emissary will be? Okay, there we go. Vilgefortz. Vilgefortz here, Vilgefortz there, Vilgefortz everywhere by the looks of it.
Vilga 1, Vilga 2, Vilga 3, Vilga 4.
There we go. Okay, so
So it's trying to maximize the Master of Puppets value here, but wait. Shouldn't you be playing the Milton first, or...
stop him. You asked for Lemon to appear here, okay? You cannot ask to, like, stop it. Boo. Okay, so. The Milton value, eh?
Oh. Resing, oh wait, no, there isn't even last say here for Fire Snail. I was gonna say, Master of Puppets Yoink could be very good. But, yeah, looking that Infusion is definitely a good play here. I am really confused by this sequencing on a more serious note. I don't know why you would go Milton after the Palm Run here. Master of Puppets, on the Master of Puppets click, it's going to be a 40-point swing here, with a sort of 5-point play itself, but 45 points will be short. This is, I think, a win for Fire Snail.
Since we didn't have access to the graveyard, that Asaya might have influenced the YouTube if you're trying to do, yeah, Metal as well. Like, imagine organizing a tournament, having more than one match, and just not streaming.
That's why you hire casters to stream.
Yeah. Yeah, and those casters are getting paid by Metal, getting paid by the community, by subs and follows and all that. And all the viewers also go to YouTube and check the content there. If you miss some of the matches, well, I'll probably post some highlights there from this tournament, but we have more to come, more coming in the next weeks. Basically, every weekend becomes some event, be that Qualis or World Cup. So be certain to follow, and also if you like the events, well, and you have some spare money, you can always throw it at the organizational committee of Metal. We will be thankful, and players, everyone will have a break on May 4-5. Kappa. I guess this is, yeah, pre-World Cup finals. So I opened MYAMON versus P-Box. I'm not sure about the score. Let me check. Karim is leading against David. Igosha leads against Pfitch. And MYAMON, I guess, leads 1-0 against P-Box here. And we get to see Toussaint again. Incredible! Lemon, you played a lot of spotters, right? Last season.
Correct.
So, and spotters kinda got a buff, and people were trying it, and now we have a wholesome Nilfgaard tournament, and nobody's taking just spotters. Why? How? Why is it all the way abuse? Nobody's taking Maddox, and nobody's taking spotters. Shame, shame.
Yeah, I had hopes, and those hopes were not realized.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Be right back. Okay. I hope you are doing push-ups, by the way. That we still have to do. Отжимания когда-нибудь сделаем. I would have played Spotter and Tryhern in every deck. Tryhern for what? For your opponent to get a Q value and discard your tallest unit. Makes sense. Makes sense. Otherwise it's unfair to just slam the Spotters. But yeah. Then you get a cool. People decided not to experiment with meal too much in this because Assimilate can turn it upside down. You come with meal, they come with meal and tensions. What the hell? Also, yeah, MYAMON just casually flipping a big unit to his side of the board. How many points was it? Cannot see.
So, seen that the rebel was the bandit spam list, have we?
Yeah, nobody brought it, but I think those lists are, well, one unit abuse and all, but they're so wholesome on the relatively to, well, the MOP spam to cultists. And Assimilate is just like foolproof. if you're running into a reasonable deck yourself, you should be winning some of the games at the very least. Thanks to your engine value, and unless you're running into triple cultists, you can occasionally at least ban the cultists if you're not having fun against them. But yeah, when Karim comes with 3 cultist lists, the troubles appear.
So it's like MYAMON trying their luck here against. Looks like another Assimilate list, and we see yet another assassination getting rid of the false Siri Nova.
Yeah, I'm checking other series. The score for Karim David is 1-1. Pific Gosha is 1-1 as well. We finished casting Arc match, so yeah. The other series are on the decider. MYAMON is 1-0 ahead, but might acquire 1 extra game depending on the result here. So we're moving to what? Semifinals now, right? After this concludes, that would be second to last round. Okay. So have you checked P-Box's list? Is it just Assimilate? Oh, I'm opening, so I'm just checking, but what was it? Enslave?
Struggling to load.
Yeah, it is just regular. There is Obsidian Mirror, Vilgefortz, no honor. Just a wholesome, regular, abusable Assimilate.
Yeah, it looks like probably the most standard Assimilate list we've seen today, I'd even say. Just regular, like Vilgefortz is really your only sort of top punish running, at least the Brothen's version. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, MYAMON sees an opportunity to pass. And goes for it. So we haven't seen Torres. Was it played? Wasn't it? But yeah, I would assume that most of the golds are still preserved for P-Box. That might have been second Mage Torturer now, as we've seen one on the board getting stolen by MYAMON. Okay, so you probably Necker once and you don't go for the second copy of Golden Necker, but you can shuffle Vilgefortz into the deck.
Yeah, there's... yeah, just the... Ooh.
Ah, wait,
what is
no, you need to shuffle a special?
Yeah.
Otherwise...
It's also a bit sketchy with the term, because if depending on like when the term is played, it's pretty obvious you don't have units in your deck to play with the term. P-Box would be able to just click the term without needing to worry about it returning, and at least just get a free special himself. Early Brothen's going very, very tall. It's not really what you want to be doing, but at least that isn't putting a bronze onto the side of P-Box. And I think they can definitely get away with playing basically just golds, right?
Yeah. If you start clicking Arcane Tomes, then maybe.
Yeah,
okay,
I do see the Vilgefortz being put back. Sometimes necessary to actually put a bronze onto the opponent's side of the board.
Yeah, but you cannot guarantee the Vilgefortz here, right? As there was some other unit in the deck. Or was it Milton Palmerin? I didn't... Now that we are 4 hours live, it starts, especially since it's Nilfgaard.
Yeah.
It starts to mash together. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 units. But I guess Vilgefortz is only missable if you are hitting MOP. Otherwise, you are getting the value from it. But you also don't want to Vilgefortz early. But you want to Vilgefortz for the bronze. And I don't know. It's weird. But if Mage Torture is out, the second copy, and Tartot is out, I guess you can develop Taurus on the board without being punished. Or not Taurus, Vilgefortz.
Yeah, second phase Taurus could be kind of cute to reset a super tall bronze unit that didn't start in your starting deck. That would be very, very niche possibility.
Yeah, but since we just witnessed Guillaume, I guess Taurus was played in round 1.
Yes, certainly. That must
okay,
have
and
been the case.
MYAMON misses. The 66% roll is missed, and
unfortunate.
No Mata, no Vilge.
Yeah. And yeah, no way to access anything more in deck with this current hand. And this is the only possible Master of Puppets remaining right now. There's no... Oh, I guess you can get one from the Vigo, actually.
There is a
but yeah, answering this Master of Puppets would make life a whole lot harder for Pivox. Could also just steal this Master of Puppets to put a whole lot of pressure now. But does not do so, just lets the Master of Puppet live, because, I mean, after all, there's no super tall bronze yet to steal, not even any bronze to steal on Pivox's side of the board.
Yeah, and after all, there is no bronze that stole. I guess that's something.
Yeah.
Something from Oasis. Make Dryhorn great again? It's the greatest at when it's a target for coup. But at the same time, nobody's playing it. I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't players just want to see Dryhorn left and right? You play one, but you can copy when your opponent is copying it. Amazing.
Why didn't we make this tournament Trayhorn in every deck?
I don't know.
Gosh, and like, look at this. Imagine if this Master of Puppets was still in deck here for MYAMON. Then this Vehicle Force would have been guaranteed, I believe, to pull the Master of Puppets. Pivox would have only been able to interact with it by using the leader on it. That would have been a whole lot of a different situation here, but not the case. Yeah, just no access to the Vehicle Forts. It looks like there's just not even going to be a bronze on the side of Pivox coming down. Sangreal looking super sketch.
What do you mean there is a full city? Just slam. The cards go together. What seems to be the problem?
I was going to make a joke that I hope MYAMON doesn't go autopilot and just use Sangreal on the full series.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That would be a good way to go out on your own terms, at least. Yeah, very much beat me to the mark. Just like I was gonna say something about Pivox beating the Guillaume to a sudden mark, but I'm not sure what you gain by stealing that. I'm not sure what status
we've seen full city purified once. which is very cool from Guillaume to restart Full City, but now it's a bit too late even
That
if
would
you
be
get
cute.
it.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't think there's even a Lydia in this list, so I don't think you can even try and like replay a Bruja or something to get the Guillaume big enough.
Yeah, but
no Lydia.
the first one made a lot of sense to steal the spine and the lock, so that Full City
Yeah.
would have been Philippian steel, but I guess that was the best usage of Artorius since you are not getting much out of it.
See. Yeah, I'm just staring at the mat and the Vilgefort stuck in the deck, not able to access either of them.
Well, sometimes things happen, so this series should go to 1-1 as well, unless we miss something. Probably an Assimilate leader as well, might be 1-for-1. We've seen quite a few Masquerade Balls on Imposter, but a true Nilfgaard finally plays it. So Karim, do you want a cultist only tournament next, or what's your suggestion? How was your experience with Nilfgaard? Look at that clean assassination. And Fisher King goes fishing. I missed what did he put on top? I would assume that a unit MYAMON wanted.
Does the Alyssa just set up the immediate reshuffle of the Golden Necker, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. And you can draw it immediately with Martha, so good. 100% recycling rate, but no, instead we see the City Nova. A problem with the Nova here is assassination and Fire Scorpion, and if necessary there was still an Arcane Tome click. So, all things considered, pretty nice answer there. And yeah, a very nice pickup from the first Diplo on P-Box's side. Having this Fire Scorp solves the carryover issue.
Yeah, at this point you'd probably be forgiven for thinking the Golden Necker wasn't even played, considering how little this board state has developed so far.
Yeah.
But this is still a good lead for MYAMON, potentially able to threaten a win on even. And even go for an aggressive Master of Puppets play, followed up with the Van Mollem Hunter next turn.
So Master of Puppets decides to become like an engineer of sorts. Steals the siege engine. Is there a diviner or anything? No. Nobody's playing them at least today. I don't think. Maybe when I check the list, I've seen one diviner somewhere, but making your Artorius less consistent, especially without Rune Mage in majority of decks.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem. Like with the Vigor, you're
always trying to sort of minimize the number of bronze units you play. So even if Divine is a bit better now, it's still like never gonna be played over that kind of mage torturer slot. So just yeah, not really.
Yeah, especially
Can't
for
really
Enslave, you have the tactics set as well, so there is not
True.
much flex room to begin with. Although we've seen people, I don't know why, but give up on Wilgefortz or Anna and such. Usually just spelled disaster for them.
Is out here for Miamon. Can be good for Pivox in terms of sort of not needing to get through defender if you wanted to sort of get an effective leader, but also maybe Miamon is fine not giving Pivox a chance to use the leader on that defender to get an extra protection for any kind of things that Miamon wants to be stealing. Could be a pass here for Miamon. Would force Pivox to go 2 cards down here to get the win in this round.
Yeah, but I think...
Also, it needs to actually play 6 points.
Oh, meow. That's not the most usual whole city target.
No.
Battle prep doesn't go for the overbuff in defender. A couple of points lost.
Yeah. We've seen Miamon have a few quite awkward Sangreals, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just see Sangreal coming out here, used on the full series. And that should be enough to just secure that we're not even though.
I was thinking maybe about the defender copy with leader just to prevent that from happening.
So you've won on even. Do you bleed now as Miamon?
Do you get a golden necker? If you do, well, we've seen MYAMON passing against Assimilate when the situation was being the card situation was either equal cards, so an extra card for round 3, but might as well as Sire.
Yeah, probably just examining what this could bring back. Otherwise, proactivity is a bit of a struggle with this kind of hand.
Yeah. As I said, he was usually taking Assimilate into a long round. This is Imposter Assimilate, but I'm not sure much changes compared to the Enslave. So we've seen Nilfgaard use Bratans as a pass card today. What would be... Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Taurus here isn't that bad. Okay, you don't have much of a choice. Vigo's always solid. Matt is not so hot with Colby being played. Maybe if you find Mata, you can use her to get the Vigo in hand. Also, potentially, this is now the risk that if Miamon does end up thinning to 0, then the Mata would just be a free draw card and gain last save, the Assimilate.
So, yeah, Torres is a very influential card still. Beating that, Artorius should be satisfying for P-Box. If you matter before Golden Necker, there was what, Illusionist, I guess, in the deck. You can also shuffle something. 9 provision from the graveyard, although we do see the trio of the knights in hand. Vilgefort's still there, so unless you want defender again.
I like this turnover a lot. So even if you're sort of not worrying about kind of just breaking everything with like using the matters once everything's drawn, you could even just disrupt the Golden Echo by playing a matter early like this.
Yeah, but it didn't really achieve anything, did it? And your opponents still haven't
really,
played Sire, so that might be a little bit premature. MYAMON even goes for the...
Now that seems risky, unless you're fine with Coup potentially just being used on matter rather than something else.
You lose so many Assimilate points, especially with your Artorios being a target, so Assimilate definitely loses. And we've seen the gold Assimilate winning, like buffing the golds only and not developing any bronzes. I'm not sure what's left in the deck for that Vilgefortz to pull out, but definitely should be at least one spy. I don't think we've seen the Informant, for example, so... Okay, so is it a play for Defender? Does it even matter? You might make things weirder for yourself. Taurus is out, so False City becomes kinda playable. Okay, goes for City. The true City must be so pissed. Imagine being there and just people choosing the false over and over again for the plays.
I mean, is True Siri just vanilla Siri?
I guess Nova City is actually some changed form of it, so it's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, Siri Dash and Siri Nova and Siri, well, just Siri, or the actual normal Siri, right? Whereas full series and book spoilers, but it's kind of in the name.
Is it? What part of a full Siri name is a giveaway? Okay, so yeah, there we go. Only golds allowed, no food for MOP. And, I guess Artorius is your best Vilgefortz anyway, so when time comes, and apparently the time is now, the future is now.
There's bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't even, like, Vilgefortz your bronze. You'll pull something out again.
Yeah. Gosh.
So this is where Taurus would have been most appreciated, but oh well.
You know, I thought I might have been going a bit delirious, but yeah, finally seeing a bronze coming out on the opponent's side here, I'm still not sure if it's not a mirage or some kind of illusionist.
Yeah. Guys, help me. He's becoming delusional. Guys, save me.
That is a lot of emissaries all in one row. This imposter leader could be very juicy with all those extra statuses, but I imagine MYAMON wouldn't be playing onto that same row.
Okay. A coup prevention. Not exactly it, but coup damage prevention.
Yeah. It's a bit more, effective points-wise. There's still potentially, Pybolgs might not have drawn the matter that the Taurus spawned. There's still that one floating around and potentially a second matter from that coup. I think you need to play both of them on top of the Golden Echo to really kind of draw that extra card of what MYAMON would have access to here.
Instead, we are
Ooh.
setting up the coup on Wilgefortz, most likely.
That's the other thing. Is there... MYAMON hasn't played Illusionist, right? So MYAMON's Illusionist would still be in deck, I believe. Actually, yeah, with the Palmer, we
Yeah.
are certainly running into thin problems.
And
Yeah.
I don't know when for this, but Golden Necker lacks a special now.
Nice protection. The Vilgefort's playing around to that crew from Piebox.
So, do you believe in power of Assimilate here? For engines, no toll punishes for
I
MYAMON.
mean,
Oh, 3 engines, sorry. For some-
Piebox still has Vilgefort's, right? I think I believe in Assimilate if they still have Vilgefort's.
Okay. That was not
Because they can
very...
just...
Sorry?
Because they can, even if it's, like, you know, self-Vilgefort's the Illusionist,
Mhm.
before the Master Puppet gets to steal it.
But the previous play was definitely not the most convincing one. In
No.
round 3. I don't...
Appointment is, yeah. But yeah, basically bottom of the barrel for the 4Ps, I'd say. Especially, yeah, not even a soldier to get the added effect here. But that Golden Necker also wasn't anything to write home about. You've had the Illusionist into that Master of Puppets, and then the Petri's Filter coming down afterwards. Now, do you deal with the 1 power Master of Puppets here? Can you do some kind of Assimilate goodness to deal with it? Or is it just going to stick around?
Well, Stefan Skellen is a card, but maybe you'd want it to be kept for later.
Yeah, I think it's you. Maybe you'd have like 1 more Assimilate unit, but these are basically, I think, all the gold Assimilates you're going to be getting
Oh,
down,
yeah,
and
true.
it's not like
Okay.
you want to play Mage Torture here, anyways. So I think that makes sense. Decent lead right now for Piebox. Piebox. I think I'm reverting between the two. If anyone knows how it should be pronounced, do let me know.
Well, I guess the author of the nickname knows. Everyone else will be just guessing, as we are. PO Box? No. PO Box is what PO is working on to make a chatbot. So, the point swing is looming over that illusionist. Becomes more and more real with every turn.
Yeah. Now there's actually no way for MYAMON to access the final card in his deck right now. I think it's a Buho or something. Or it could be actually another unit. Sorry, I think it's a unit or a second Petri's Filter. It's one of the two.
Yeah. He shuffled False City back into the deck, right? And we never seen her come out.
Right, okay.
Pipa
So
box?
could be
Oh
that.
yeah, the beer box. But that's a bit too much in terms of the nickname modification. But who wouldn't like a Pivo box on the weekend? Well, in terms of the general party starting equipment, that would be ranked pretty high. So, MOP.
So yeah, you can still get an additional Master Puppets from the Vilgeforts. I would not be surprised if Pitbox trades Master Puppets for Master Puppets here.
Yeah, and then you just spin them round and round.
Yep.
But yeah, MYAMON only has like one reasonable target, so the Artorius will be the play for that. The second one, well, if only you can promote cards to golds, I guess then there was a solution. Ah, okay, goes for the illusionist. Why not straight? With 3 engines, I guess it doesn't really matter. Uh-huh. 7 power. MOP. Who can get
Actually,
it?
wait. Oh, Miamon has double last say here, huh?
Yeah. So
So I think this last card is Vilgefortz here for $5, but if you just play slow with like the Milton here, you're able to play around the Vilgefortz pretty effectively.
well, it's self-Vilgefortz anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you do have to say goodbye to those 17 points.
If it's Vilgefortz, we might have slept on it being out already, but if you deny that, then the second target becomes 7, and then I'm not sure you actually needed to look the MOP. Might have just gone for a gold. That seems to be unnecessary to give any points on a bronze.
Offensive.
And
That cannot. That cannot be correct.
there is still leader. There is still Guillaume.
Okay, I know it feels weird doing it like self-Vilgefortz, but considering those 17 points are basically just going to become MYAMON'S, like I think that was certainly the better play here.
Yeah, I was
Even if
like,
it didn't summon any bronze from MYAMON. Yeah. A note that it doesn't go for the illusionist because the bonded here would actually be more of a backfire than a gain, spawning the master puppets at 4 power.
extra
So
Artorius
instead, yeah,
point.
maximizing the skill value.
Is it enough?
Yeah, it should be more
Yeah,
than enough. It's a 50-point
it's a
swing
50
plus like
points.
60. Yeah.
Yoink. I'm not sure about no self-Vilgi. Even if... And, well, the leader on the bronze as well. This could have been, in fact, like a 5-point bronze. Because they are intimidated by the machine deck, I suppose. Yeah, status Nilfgaard. But Igosha has a Purify. Would he want to purify for Tsirinova? Or is it the job for the defender purification later on? He doesn't have Vilgefortz in this. Vincent, things like this. Move statuses for banters. Thanks for the follow. would be quite the move, yeah. Copy all statuses from an enemy unit to another enemy unit. So, look, that's how you play. That's an actual big brain move. You put that on Master of Puppets, and your opponent will think 15 times before giving you 4 points of carryover. So good. So yeah, Sparsky, you just solved this matchup. From now on, it will be looked at completely differently. Grandsol, nice to see you. Thanks for the raid. You guys are just in time for the start of the final of all Nilfgaard tournament. Also nice Asai recycling the golden egger. Thank you. Have a nice rest. Hope your stream was a good one. Hope you enjoyed your time with the Twitch chat. Okay, not locking Toussaintous here. But, well, this is the Master of Puppets deck that kind of wants to swap with the Tall Bronze, so makes sense. Yeah, but with regulated rules, and you are only allowed to bring Nilfgaard decks, and yeah, we reached the final stage, been going for 5.5 hours. Так что да, не заблокали Томиму, но на то есть причина. MOP ждет своего часа. The Golden Necker goes back to deck. Still has one artifact and a couple of specials there. Of course, you can theoretically go for third Necker, but probably not. Deck also then only plays for 2 rounds, most likely. Oh, we have somebody actually believing in MYAMON'S. So yeah, guys, you can still bet. And MYAMON actually getting more points on himself. It was surprising that people believed in Negosha more. Usually in Gwent popularity contest is the way that bets go and predictions, even on official tournaments. Thirsty names. Go big. And they don't want to go home. The second one you can lock. Or you can deal with Alpha Pikeman, but secretly Cupbearer is just too broken. Drinking could be hazardous to your health. But yeah, for Igosha, he should be happy being on red here. Sure, there is a huge point swing coming any moment now. But that's just natural way of Gwent, so to say. You're not supposed to win every round, you only need 2. And yeah, I removed the bans, guys. Don't you worry, Nilfgaard and Nilfgaard were still the ban choices. For MYAMON, he will be playing without the Rod Tossers, and for Igosha, I actually kind of forgot. It's double crossband.
He's up to something. He ought to be up to something.
Igosha sees that MYAMON is up to something and decides to be up to something too. But this entire round goes on only till this moment, where the thirsty dame decides to switch sides. And yeah, that's the reason why color has been kept. Only detail here is the presence of Purify. So if Igosha wants to win the round, or trade with Artorius into another lock, Cupbearer can be landing right about now. Outside of locking, this doesn't interact with it. You can Sangreal, Master of Puppets, not sure why. And Arcane Tome you probably need for like those. But no, instead Igosha is out. I don't know. Really seem to be in a position. The Purify works, right? The MOP is active in a turn. How does that work? As it was locked immediately? Maybe. Streamer unaware. Streamer has been live for almost 6 hours. Later, would MOP be active in a turn? My brain does not compute anymore. So switch it and lock it instantly. It's purified. Yeah. Not now, chat. You'll have to either comment on YouTube later on or comment now and clear that up. So there is the false City over for 8 points, and Status Nilfgaard is kind of looking at it and asking, what am I supposed to do? Well, your team is enough. They're close to. But you have Roderick. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 golds. So kinda need to draw some. So Usurper went to the bottom, but it's achievable with Roderick, and with Ku you can get both. So unless you play in Masquerade Ball as a finisher, that Thursday game is pretty big.
What is it you want?
So we start with Usurper immediately.
My rule will be strong. My rule will be right.
And also giving bronzes to the opponent. I don't think there is yet much chance of an avoiding the my chance of avoiding that. No specials. So Arcane Tome is not bouncing back and forth. Quite a few locks, but
Think you won. Think again.
okay, so yeah, that was potentially as an opener the first and the biggest of cards outside of the Thirsty Dame from Masquerade Ball. So it gets burnt immediately. Gives Igosha an engine of sorts. Artvein would have been pretty nice, helping to not turncoat being in more often and more reliable. But yeah, the full city can be locked. We've seen that done. Sangreal sends its regards.
For a chase.
So lock, purify, lock, but then you are out of MOPs. And I don't think you want to be out of Master of Puppets.
Never slip from the master's table. Never.
Never.
The senses can be fooled easily. What my snares would have captured this time.
Ah, wait. Yeah, sorry. There is the Illusionist line still available. Well, no more purifies. Sadly, Servant would have been more useful if it can copy the lack of statuses to the cards with statuses. That would have been... Oh wait, that's a purify, eh? At one point in Gwent we had toggle lock, so it was on or off on at least some cards. Not so much nowadays.
We all make sacrifices. The Empire are close.
Okay, so Sangreal. And what can you do? Like, you can cool a lock, but Sangreal is one thing that doesn't care about that. Finally, Igosha decides that it's time. It's time. We don't have that many aristocrats left. Still gives a few statuses. MYAMON'S still has Guillaume, Golden Necker. One-time tome only, so let's see if it's a Boostgaard or Decree. Boostgaard will be the only card left in deck.
Forget your sorrows.
And yeah, there we go. Ah, okay, do MOP as well. Yeah, and choice to dame is growing faster than this status. Nilfgaard can grow it. It's already 11. Still some points here, but oh well, you're poisoning a 10.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
A rock toppled, and beneath it a scorpion revealed.
Doesn't want another golden acre, feels bad, man. So what's the point gap that we're gonna see after this concludes? How big of a point difference are we witnessing? This flips, there are still points here. Not that easy. Not that easy.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
Yeah, that's one way to stop it. And well, you don't want to sangreal this one, okay? Not really the move. But what does it matter if Leader and Guillaume are still there? One to 12, it's 15 and Guillaume buff. So it's bigger than 1 to... And that's already 20 and it will be greater. My guess is about 30 points. Like, Bigosha has the leader. MYAMON definitely needs to be like mindful of where he drops the defender. Not the front row. Like, it's nice gesture to protect your Roderick from potentially certain death. But if you are not able to deal with the imposter on defender, then the bronze stays. Like, yeah, we discussed that with Lemon before. You can, and we've seen this Angriel being used offensively.
Please, no blows. My apologies, I only served it.
Also, hello, insert code. So I guess the code is, my guess is 30 points. Where am I inserting this code now? Suddenly, side quest appeared. Okay, so yeah, defender doesn't go front row. Luckily, imposter doesn't give spine, does lock tanks. Nasty. A couple of extra points potentially forced onto this Thursday game. That second time, Guillaume. First it was unlocking False City, and now it's unlocking the Thursday game. Like, you play cool, you play a spy, that's a status. You get the Masquerade Ball proc, that's a status. Feeble nature of your engines when you're playing against Toussaint, Master of Puppets. They just cannot stay true. Are there any? Vanilla, it's too late. Yeah. It's too late to bleed. Vilgefort's trying to get a spine on it, so that's where location would have helped. I still think I would, well, didn't rewatch, but potentially self Vilgefort's in the semi-final was a game winning. I might be mistaken, maybe we missed something with Lemon, but self burn. So yeah, looking this prevents it growing further. Finally done with it. There is still full city flip. Yeah. And now those are also, yeah. Oh, although what are you looking even? This doesn't get anywhere. But yeah. So in the end we don't get an answer how many points, but it was 34. Лерио против Майамона играли, так что not a problem. So yeah, Lerio, Mayamon, also Kukuruzina, Iluha, players who definitely try to utilize their turn timer to the maximum. So I don't really see a problem with roping much, but yeah, if you are a fast player, you might want to get into the next one immediately after finishing the previous round. Oh look, it's Cultist. And Cultist number 1 is answered. Of course, Golden Necker deck, there is no heat wave.
No, I thought Assimilate mirrors were messy, but Cultists against Master of Puppets is gonna be even messier, I think.
Yeah. So if you guys have any predictions, I'm happy to listen to them. I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen. Not the slightest clue.
We saw Jasta's initial answer followed up here with I think it was a Tome into Necromancy. This does mean that MYAMON'S color is quite good, because with the Doomed, this Deacon can't be teleported, so the teleport wouldn't sort of get rid of that lock and the damage from the color.
Puppets should be
Yeah,
favored.
probably the
Yeah, I
most
don't.
efficient answer.
Okay, so not using the trope. As you pointed out, it wouldn't matter teleporting the Doomed unit, but just not to give Fire Snail any extra ways. Although now, what? You can swap. But that doesn't. We've seen how it goes against cultists if you are trying to steal their units. I'll need to open Fire Snail's deck.
Yeah, like you want to put this Master of Puppets in the opposing graveyard, but then Informants and Illusionists are very happy at the same time.
Okay, look, it's happening. It's happening. Yoink!
Oh no.
Yoink!
Oh gosh.
So this is Imprisonment Cultists. No recruits here as well, but doesn't matter against the Golden Necker deck, so Dex MYAMON is playing. This is the decider anyway. Did I update the score? Yes, I did. Nice. There is a defender, so that Wilgefortz might be necessary.
Okay, early scenario is a Golden Neck list. MYAMON does not have an answer. I wonder if anyone in chat would be excited to play against such a list.
And Paisnell should be incredibly happy to only go like the natural one card down to win the round after developing this scenario, so gets full control of the situation here. Gets wait. So what was swapped? The non-doomed version of the Deacon, right? So gets something into the graveyard of the opponent.
Yeah.
Although how influential that is, not certain. MYAMON might be happier about MOPs being there. But now what? What do you do? How much do you bleed?
Well, but if you're confident in the long round, you just,
yeah, but
you know,
you are one swap away from being very confident into I ran out of control and now MYAMON is stealing my 50-point cultist.
The thing is, if you have a 300-point lead, what does a 100-point swap matter? It doesn't. But the question is,
I'm not sold. Like, I understand, but I'm not sold.
I'm not sold either. I'm just, I know it's such a sort of dirty term, but I'm kind of just playing devil's advocate here, trying to see both sides. Matt is sort of just straddling the middle. Doesn't really commit one way or another here. It is a card you play, but it sort of replaces itself, so we'll have the same decision following up the next turn for Fire Snail. You could at least play one more card, you know, go down to 7.
Sometimes it's just nice to take a break and not commit to anything. Okay, this is a little bit more committal now. So the bronzes start to appear on the board, MOPs become happier and happier, but that's a bit early for them to come out and play. So, if you are MYAMON, what do you expect here? You just seen Artorius being dropped. Which is like a claim for the round. Oh, look, not hitting the soldiers that are jumping out in round 3 usually. Probably would have been happier, although you are developing one extra engine for your opponent. And if you're concerned about this round, then yeah, that you should be happy about this pool.
Yeah, I think it's probably maybe the second best rogue pool, I'd say. So I think Magni is maybe slightly more settled to breaking if you don't draw it, but
So, is it Golden Acre time? Not yet.
notably the engine value, despite this round going on for a few cards already, Feisnell doesn't really have that many proper cards as engines. Yeah, it's really just the Vigo. And yeah, MYAMON just point slamming into the lead right now.
At least some extra carryover for Fire Snail. But yeah, if you are infusing something that is getting pulled from the deck, you're not getting much value out of it. This doesn't allow to shuffle 2 cards, but I guess between Alisa and Asai you can sacrifice one of them. So it's not really the end of the world. Get profited here. Although yeah, if you wanted to get your Vilgefortz or something back, later on you are limited options here. So yeah, Fire Snail is like not slamming 100 points in 3 turns, not in round number 2, where you are not getting Nausicaa out.
I think the slow play is, in a sense, kind of more methodical, in that currently there's no bronze with the actual sort of cultist engine infusion, which means any of the Master of Puppets are a lot less good right now. And I think we see that being plan basically furthered here, just going for the informant, sort of trying to spread the points out, not having a single unit and specifically bronze going too tall. It's really just this illusionist, but that's only because it's been pumped with all these boo hurts.
Okay, so 1 point unit getting infused becomes a 10-point unit, so you can adjust play a cultist and get the payoff.
That was, I'm not sure why you click at the end of that turn without triggering it. That does seem a bit of a mistake.
Okay, there we go.
Or was it a bait? Maybe. That's a good pull, actually. Getting that illusionist out there means that's one less Master Puppet to worry about later on. Especially since I don't think we've seen any Petri's filters that, would have gone through. I think both Petri's filters are still in deck, if memory serves.
So, Boostgaard into the deck, Golden Necker pulling that most likely. I think Meatball mentioned that there was no special. I wasn't checking MYAMON'S deck leftovers, but might be case. MYAMON, of course, is streaming without observer, so can't really check everything. Okay, so a bleed without really getting everything out of MYAMON'S deck is a bleed nonetheless. Guillaume is playing for what? 14 there as a target. 6, 7. Wait, is it a tie?
Can you still? Oh,
Well,
huh.
it's a nice round win, but it costs you a card. And Maimon was posing there before playing Guillaume.
Yeah, I've been playing the Sangreal first would have ended up there. No, would have been equivalent.
Playing leader before Guillaume
Maybe would have been one more
would have
point that
been
way.
like you needed 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, leader
Well-
before Guillaume can sort of be one more point if you change it from like even to auto or vice versa, one of the two.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, the alternative would have been like a Master of Puppets or a Golden Egg, which would have been a lot worse, but Master of Puppets without the last say is also significantly less good. And yeah, I mean, that is double last say now for Fire Snail, right? So Master of Puppets have a much lower ceiling, especially if Fire Snail can try to keep a lot of the big triggers later on.
But yeah, unfortunate there for Mayamon being 1 point short. And now engines go. MOPs bounce back. True, yeah. Even if you get it through, you have to answer them. Okay, so full city actually yeah, has to be played into the damage instead of a Boostgaard. For Fire Snail there is no damage, right? It will punish or anything with Wilgefort's gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's leaders control, not total punish.
Yeah. So,
But yeah,
the
it's
19 point
sort of-
unit is staying. The cultists are not really known for copying, utilizing your opponent's units as well. Okay.
with no double last say, with Fire Snail having double last say, there will basically always be an opportunity to click the Master of Puppets back if Myamon just clicks them on his
Okay.
last turn.
So
So
battle
you might
stage.
need to even use the Master of Puppets like second last turn and then roll a lock from the Vega. But like these Master of Puppets aren't even looking good right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean this is a big Fisher King.
Yeah, at
For
least
serious.
Mayamon sees Fire Snail breaking, so unfortunate for the cultist player here.
Battle stations looking
Yeah, both
quite
of them.
sketchy. These weren't even infused, so actually, Cultist missing a lot of engine value here. Yeah, I think you do still.
Yeah, there is not much, like if you're copying them, not much is being gained here by Fire Snail, as you have nothing on the, like, yeah, sure, you get another initiate. And I suppose with the spy it becomes worse.
To be honest here, I'm not sure if it's really better to lock the Master of Puppets or just the Initiate.
Well, probably initiate.
I'd say you lock the Initiate.
Yeah.
Could be a disagreement. with me. Yeah. Okay, Master Puppets are not seizing back the 5 harnish. Actually, to be fair, the 4 power one doesn't have the cultist engineering infusion, so maybe it is less valuable despite being able to give that Death Wish over. Okay. Ooh, yeah, teleportation is not good here.
Is there a gold that does 3 damage to the
This
lowest?
will do it. If it has the Master of Ceremonies? Wait.
No, it's a also there are no 3 cultists on the board.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So-
that wouldn't even cut it then.
So yeah, Fire Snail didn't manage